Welcome to Triple R Lights. I'm here at the headquarters and manufacturing facility in Harlow, England. Triple R Lights is part of the Laser Lamps group. I'm going to give you a tour of our state-of-the-art facilities. We'll see how the lights get made. Let's go. Triple R Lights has got a distribution center in Phoenix, Arizona, and we've got a team there aimed at helping you, our customers, with the products. But all of our lights are manufactured here in the UK. Laser Lamps as a company has had a history dating back to 2010. From those very early days, our products were recognized in the power sports world as the leaders, and we used the very best components we could, and we built them in a way that ensured when they were put back to back against competitor products, ours would come out on top. And we've seen those products being adopted through a number of different areas of motorsport and power sports, from World Rally through to Le Mans, Hypercar, GT3, Dakar. So in Phoenix, Arizona, we have that location. We've got a local team, but of course they get support here from the UK. We've got in this office our sales and marketing team. They pride themselves on strong partnerships with power sports customers, commercial customers, and so on. And we really use those relationships not just to enhance the product, but actually we're also innovating and coming up with solutions based on feedback that we're getting from those customers. Through now into the engineering office. So here in the engineering office, this is where all of the clever stuff is done. The design of our products from initial concept generation through to ensuring that it can be manufactured in an efficient way. You'll see that we've got grills on the wall. These are grills for current production vehicles that we might scan in. We'll get the geometry of that grill, and then we'll design brackets to accommodate the lights. Through now to electronics. So electronics is a very important part of our products. The reliability and the performance of what we launch is absolutely critical. The products have to be at the top level, the performance has to be second to none, and they've got to be wholly reliable. All of our Triple R lights undergo a rigorous testing program before we launch. So we've got a climate cycle where we can undergo various thermal and humidity sweeps. We've got salt spray testing, and as well we've got solar load testing, so we're able to simulate the sun in Arizona over a 5-year period before we bring a product to market. In terms of validating the performance, some of our US lights have a DOT and SAE approval, so that means we have to ensure that when they're tested, they're within certain prescribed limits according to US federal lighting regulations. So we do that here on site at our in-house light curtain. We're able to project the light against a wall, and then we use software to translate that image into a driver's eye view, and we make sure within the regulation limits. We've also got a 30-meter light tunnel where we can verify absolute intensity measurements. And 30 meters is quite a long way. Moving to the new facility has enabled us to bring in-house some of those really critical processes that we used to need to rely on suppliers for. Vacuum metallizing of reflectors, we use a very advanced process for that. So unlike some of our competitors that might have a chroming process, we use aluminium vapor deposition, which has the highest reflectivity of a coating that you can buy. We're doing that process in-house because it ensures that we meet the performance requirements of the product. Powder coating facility is brand new. We've introduced a 5-stage wash process and paint spraying to guarantee that the quality is exactly where we want it to be, and of course corrosion performance is second to none. So when building lights, one of the first steps, of course, is to inspect the components that are coming in from our suppliers. Quality is absolutely core to the Laser Lamps brand, and of course in the US, the Triple R brand. And by that, every component that we purchase, we're inspecting the supplier, and some of these suppliers we've got a relationship that dates back years, so that we've got a guaranteed condition of quality that we're satisfied with. And then once they've been approved for production, they can start to be built into lights. Let's go through and we'll see the next step of the process. So some of the most critical products in the lamps are, of course, the components that we use on the circuit boards. So we kit all of the components for the circuit boards here in-house, ready for PCB assembly. We've got tens of thousands of lines of components, and for kitting of the parts, it's a full-time job, and we're needing to always ensure that we're using the right component for the right job to get the best performance out of the product. We've got two large stacking machines. These stacking machines enable us to keep all of the components and the PCBs humidity and temperature controlled. We need that for ESD reliability, so that means electrostatic discharge. The storage system allows for a huge number of boards. We've got a very wide range of products, and all of it is here. So once those circuit boards are assembled, we can then begin the light building process. So for R lights, again, all of our products are made here. So that means plasma priming of the heatsink, assembling the cable into the product. We're mounting the reflectors, we're doing the light up checks, and then we're bonding the lens into position. So they're dealing with very small circuit boards, small reflectors, and they have to mount it together in a very challenging way. So they do a great job. We often build in batches of 75 at a time, and we're producing about 400 lights per day. And actually, if you look at the way that we manage the quality in the production area, you'll see that all of the operators are working with these tablets, and the tablets are how they are guaranteeing that the assembly process is according to the instructions that are being defined by engineering. So they'll use those tablets all the way through the build and make sure that they get exactly the right level of detail on building the lights. So building the lights isn't the only thing. Of course, after we've built them, we have to test them. We can see here the final light up check. So we'll illuminate all of the lights in one go. And this will occur after we've done the product leak test. The leak testing process is one where every light that we manufacture gets submerged in our leak test tank, and the operator will leave it in there for a minute, 2 minutes, before removing it, and we do a final validation that there's been no water ingress. So we're here now in the final packing area. So this is where we've got a lot of detailed work. The product has to be right. Checking, cleaning the product, and this is our final chance to ensure that the product leaving the building is exactly how we want it when you open the box and receive your light for the first time. Okay, so we're here in the final goods out area. So all of the products are stored here. We've got a huge range that we keep in-house here. In the States, of course, with R lights, we have our own facility there with a warehouse and storage and a team there locally to support the market. A lot of care taken on the boxes going out the door, and yeah, generally speaking, we've got 100 or 150 orders going out every day. So I hope that's given you some insight into the way that we produce our R lights here in England. Our facility here is absolutely at the top level. The staff here strive to perform at their top level. They're passionate about what they do, and the products need to be always at the top of their game. The US in particular is an exciting prospect for us as we move forward. We listen to what our customers want. We have a local team there in Phoenix, Arizona, listening to the market, and we're ensuring that we're engineering solutions specifically for the US customers. Thanks for watching. Please do check out our social media and check out our website, and watch this space for R lights in the future.